Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And now the opening lineup for Mexico City. And it's Whitehead in at the shooting guard position. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Klingen. Avdia with it. The three is up. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Here's Smooth. Here's B-Train. He got a piece of it. Avdia with it. 8 points in his last timeout. Booker, pass to Nance. Now Avdia. Simons outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 13-footer. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
For three. And Klingen pulls it down. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. This game against Mexico City here. It's their first meeting of the season.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
Yeah, you know, each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
Here's Smooth. 17 points in his last outing. Fires the three. And Klingen pulls it down.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Puts it up from 15. Booker no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Smooth. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Nance outside. High arcing shot. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Whitehead. Launches it. Hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a peek at the standings in this year's NBA Cup. The group stage is almost over.
And I have really enjoyed this year's version of the Cup. We're almost at the best part, too. The single elimination knockout rounds. I can't wait to get those started.
Simons finds Booker. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Lets it fly. Oh, the turnaround jumper, count it.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Whitehead. Booker against Collins. Here's Smooth. Three-pointer, no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players. and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Blazers trail by 5. Avdia passes to Simons. Back to Nance. And there's the screen. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Pass to Matthews. Now Collins from behind the arc, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Avdia. There's Simons with a 3. Collins with the rebound. Mexico City leading by 5. Pass to Smooth. And there's a pick to the inside. Now here's Simons. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Here's Nance. 5 on the clock. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month.
And look, that stat is absolutely no fluke. It's just a matter of getting hot from long range. They are working hard to find good, open looks from the perimeter.
Inside. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Matthews. Collins outside. Another 3 from Mexico City. Here's Simons. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Pass to Klingon. Simons outside. Now here's Nance. From the wing, and he nails the jumper. Nance has got 5 now. Mexico City leading by 6. Here's Whitehead. Here's Smooth. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Simons with it. Shoots. B-Train clears it away.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Matthews misses. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. 8-point game. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Mexico City has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the 3-point line in this first quarter. Pass to Matthews. Nails it from 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now here's Simons. Here's the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Simons got his second bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Drew, the pass to Collins. Here's Drew. Pass to Matthews. Clock at 6. And here's Collins for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Blazers trail by 8. Here's Strawler. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Black. Here's Klingon. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Here's Matthews. Last game for him, he had 14. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City. Outside for Booker. Here's Strother. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Klingon. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Matthews. Here's Drew. From deep. Matthews' shot is good. Matthews got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
There's the 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Matthews' shot is good.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Pass to Black. Here's Klingon. Trailblazers gotta hurry, gotta get up a shot. Black, no good. Mexico City leading by 6.
2 minutes.
Here's Collins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 11 points in the game.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
3-pointer. Mexico City with a rebound. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
Drew from outside, off the mark. Blazers trail by 8. Pass to Booker. It's intercepted. Here's Matthews.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Mexico City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Portland making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Pass to Black. The 3 ball. He drops it from range.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
43 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Matthews. There's the triple. The shot no good. Now Booker, coming off a 16-point game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
And it's Collins with the ball for Mexico City. They lead by 7. Here's Drew. Yet to see a basket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes a first.
For the away team, Drew taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. One second left. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from Mexico City in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Clinging out there with Avdia. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Booker in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Portland. From down low. Oh, nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got 6 points.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Graham.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for sitters, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
And Nance with the slam.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Carr. 5 to shoot from downtown. Whitehead can't get it to go. Blazers trail by 3. Off the outside. Over to the wing. Booker with it. Here's Klingon. He has 6. Here's Nance. Deflected. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Smooth. Drains the triple. He has 6.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Nance. Over James. Outside for Booker. And here's Simons outside. Mexico City with a rebound. B-Train's got 4 rebounds now. Whitehead passes to Smooth. Here's James. And it's blocked. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Avdia. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Smooth. He's got 6. Three-pointer. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Smooth. Pass to Carr. Here's B-Train. Fades away. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. B-Train's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Now here's Simons. Coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland. Here's Klingon. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Smooth. And there's the lob. Simons with a steal. Nance outside. Out to Simons. Avdia from outside. No luck on that one. From Mexico City, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Whitehead, shot is good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Klingon, lays out. To the middle. Outside for Booker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Booker's got 5 points.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Here's a look at some stats for Anthony Simons.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here's Carr. Optia pulls it in. For Portland, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And here's Simons outside. The kick out to Nance. Drops in the 3. 12 points for him.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Smooth pass to Carr. Here's Whitehead. He's got 6. It's stolen. Nance in the post. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And you know, they've also protected the paint at a high level, sending those shots back to the sender.
Collins, he's checked in for Whitehead. To the paint. They need this. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And here's Mexico City now. They trail by 3. Shot clock at 5. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Nance. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. James, a screen on Simons. And it's Collins penetrating, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And here's Simons outside. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
James deciding where to go with it. Here's Betray, coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
Also doing work on the defensive end. 4 swats and very active. He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Robinson, he's checked in for Portland. Black comes in for Optia. And a new group getting ready for Mexico City. Well, when you were a player, Richard, did you enjoy the early part of the season?
I love the early part of the season. All the things that you worked on during the summer, you get to implement them at the start of the season. You get to see who was putting in work. That's the part that makes the game fun.
Collins, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Simons. Give him 8. Nance outside. Back to Simons. Beyond the arc. Mexico City with a rebound. Here's Drew. Pass to Matthews. The 3. Matthews' shot is good. Matthews got 9.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
To the left wing. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Simons outside. To the wing, right side. Has to cling it. And he gets it to go. 10 points for him. For Mexico City, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Here's Drew, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Pass to Strother. Oh, ripped away. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Away team ball.
Mexico City has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Matthews passes to Collins. Here's Matthews. 9 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Frazier. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Here's Matthews. Portland with a rebound. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Simons outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by Matthews. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
That gives them the lead. Collins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
Back to Booker. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop on top. Hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch. Great flush. Collins passes to Drew. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. First one falls for him. Robinson, he's checked in for Portland. Black comes in for Simons. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
A minute 22 left to play in the first half. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. 11 points in the game.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Here's Matthews. He's got 9. That's tipped. Collins defending. Pass to Strother. From deep three-point land. Kept alive. And here's Booker. Collins defending. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Portland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Black. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. We've got a close game here in Portland. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Drew. He's got 5. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Portland ahead. They're up by 4. Well, now we have some time to... Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
A few things for them to focus on: more presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You know, right now for Mexico City, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team...
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Portland leading by 4. On the court for Mexico City, they've got James, and it's Smooth in at the point. Nance, the pass to Simons. They set the pick to the inside. James against Nance. Back to James. Here's Smooth. Booker defending. Here's Betray. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. Six on the shot clock. Here's Betray. And a miss there on the triple.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
There's Simons with a 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. Simons has got 13.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Knocks down the long J.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Booker. Here's Avdia. Nance outside. Now here's Avdia. And here's Simons outside. Smooth grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. Here's Whitehead. He has 6. Pass to Carr. Nice D from Avdia.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Gotta pick it up. He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Here's Smooth. Pass to Whitehead. Here's James on the wing. Down low. Here's Betray. The shot's good on the assist by James. He's got 6. Portland leading by 4. Simons passes to Avdia. Back to Simons. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Anthony Simons.
And he makes both free throws. Now a timeout called by Mexico City.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Smooth. Here's Carr. Offline with a 3.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. really getting after it and being physical.
Now here's Simons. They set the pick. Floats one. And he lays it up and in. Simons has got 7 now in this quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
With the drive. Pass to Carr from outside the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Simons, rejected by James, and he gets it back. Nance for 3. And another shot. Here's Smooth. He has 6. Pass to Carr. Here's Smooth. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-pointer. Smooth's got 9 points.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
There's a screen. Here's Nance. Fires for 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Smooth. He's got 9. James outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Smooth. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Portland leading by 8. Nance with it. He's got 22. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Smooth. Inside. Here's Betray, defended by Abdia. The offensive rebound. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
Collins, he's checked in for Mexico City. Matthews comes in for James.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Mexico City has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Smooth. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. Pass to Nance. To the middle. Here's Abdia. Count that bucket. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Smooth. Defended by Abdia. Got a hand on it. Simons, left side. Back to Abdia. Right wing. On the wing, Simons. 17 points in the game. Snatched up. Nance for 3. Sinks it from distance. Nance has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Pass to Whitehead. To the wing on the left. Matthews. And it falls all over the rim and in. Matthews got 11.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Nance for 3. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Free throws good from Collins. Black's checked in for Simons.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Collins. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Nance left side. Aptia from outside. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 7.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Mexico City shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Inside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
For 3, Collins.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Back to Booker. Takes the 3. Klingon. It's good on the putback. Klingon's got 14 points for the game.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's Matthews. He's got 11. Pass to James. Here's Matthews. For 3, Collins. Collins with another miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Booker, pass to Avdia. Here's Klingon. He's got 14. Outside for Booker. Knocks down the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Matthews. To win the run. Portland with the rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Avdia passes to Black. They set the screen. This one for 3. The rebound by Matthews. Mexico City shooting a low 29% since halftime. To the right side. Here's Drew. 3-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers lead by 18. Here's Black. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Pass to Nance. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from James. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Matthews. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And the Blazers making a change here. Strother's checked in.
At the line for the away team, Matthews.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Pass to Klingon. Nance with it. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the line tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Both good from the line that time.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Here's Matthews. 14 points for him. Jacks up a 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Nance outside. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Nance has got 33. 8 seconds left to play in the third quarter. for three. Unable to get that one. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page? Woo.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Denny Avdia out there with Klingon. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Booker in at the three. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Nance outside. The three is up. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Collins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Booker's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Fades back. Avdia can't get it to go. Mexico City shooting 40% so far in this one. Here's Smooth. Soft touch off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Simons. Launches a three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Mexico City, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Collins outside. Here's Matthews. Gets the three to fall.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Simons. Pass to Klingon. On the wing, Simons. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Simons has got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Smooth. Another three for Mexico City.
This is his 2nd three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Nance outside. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to B-Train. Here's Matthews. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Nance. Here's Smooth. Another three for Mexico City.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And he makes it. Simons got 5 points in the quarter. And Mexico City with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Matthews. Let's go with a three. Another three for Mexico City.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Simons finds Nance. Pulls in another board. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
For Mexico City, they've gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Smooth. Fires the three. Nance pulls down the board. Now here's Simons. He squares up and sinks it. Simons has got 14 points here in the second half.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
Here's Smooth. Pass to Matthews. Over to the left wing. Here's Whitehead. Clock at 6. Off target from outside.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And some changes here for Portland. Strawler comes in for Booker, and Black subbed in for Simons. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. up, saying those guys had no idea what they were in for tonight. We've come this far. Don't let up now. Guys, he's going to be stoking the fire until the win is in the books.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Team foul.
Here's Smooth, defended by Avdia. Smooth, pass to B-Train. And that one drops. Portland leading by 11. Pass to Strother. Avdia, right side. Here's Strother. Fires from deep. Another three for Portland.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Smooth. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to B-Train. Puts it up from 17. Portland grabs the miss. Nance outside. Here's Strother. Now Avdia. Here's Nance. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And the upcoming schedule for Mexico City. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Washington, where they'll take on the Wizards. Booker, he's checked in for Portland. Both shots good from the stripe. For Mexico City, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Smooth. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Matthews. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. The 3. Smooth's shot is good. Smooth's got 20 points.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Clingan. Back to Nance. From the arc. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Black passes to Booker. Here's Black. Off the outside. And he lobs it up top. Here's Matthews. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
He buries it from 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Smooth. Fires from 14. Here's B-Train. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Matthews passes to Smooth. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Booker. Pass to Black. Back to Booker. The 3 is up. Mexico City with a rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Anthony Simons. Allie?
Guys, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information, and he told me that after his initial exam, it doesn't appear to be anything major. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Greg.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Here's Smooth. From outside the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's Nance in the post. And the layup is good off the glass. Nance has got 42 in the game.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Matthews passes to Whitehead.
2 minutes.
The three. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers lead by 10. It's Booker on the wing. Collins defending. Now here's Simons. He's covered closely. Pass to Klingon. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Simons. Nance for 3. B-Train clears it away.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Smooth. Booker defending. Here's Smooth. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second team foul. At the line for the away team.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. And that brings him within single digits.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Outside Booker. Off the outside. Back to Booker. To the inside. Nance. Off the outside. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Trailblazers.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Donovan Klingon.
He was all over the
Oh, wow! I didn't see that coming.
19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Portland takes the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put up.